Previously, we explored the heart of Tilburg, its culture, its people, and the places that make it unique. In this final chapter of our journey, we continue our adventure through the city, searching for inspiring spaces and passionate people who are making a real difference for those with learning disabilities. So why not sit back, relax, and join us one last time as we bring you the final part of our story, with love from Tilburg. After a heartfelt visit to Raakveld, it was time to hop back in our trusty bike taxis and hit the road once again. With the sun on our backs and adventure in our hearts, the bike taxi took us 18 minutes across town, on a mission to uncover more incredible places supporting people with lived and learning disabilities. Our journey brought us to Prins Heerlijk, where we were warmly welcomed by its passionate director, Jeff. Over a cup of coffee and plenty of smiles, Jeff shared the story behind Prins Heerlijk, a place that's not just inclusive, but inspiring.
Hello, I'm Guy van Schijndel from Holland, from Tilburg. And my wife and I had a social enterprise where we do education in combination with participation and care for youngsters who have learning problems or learning disabilities. That's what we do, and we have had a very nice visit from some people from England who want to learn about and who taught me a lot of things. Well, my wife and I started this social enterprise some 16 years ago because our foster son, who had some learning problems, wanted to work in a restaurant. So we started a combination of education, of learning how to work, of caring about him to make his dream possible. And now we started it in restaurants, and we started in elderly care. My foster son now works already 10 years on his own in the Center for Elderly Care. So that's went right. And so we did that for, well, let's say 1,000 other people.
After finishing our coffee, we thank Jeff and his team for their time, their insight, and the incredible work they're doing. Then it was time for the final destination of our journey. We made our way to the Living Museum, a creative, expressive space designed for people with lived experience. There we met Rob, who welcomed us in and helped us understand the heart and purpose behind this powerful place.
Hi, I'm Rob. We're in the Living Museum in Tilburg right now. And the Living Museum is a free space, a free haven for people what we call lived experience. So people with experience for, like example, mental healthness, homelessness, or people who are struggling with addiction. They come here to meet each other, to tell stories, to make art together, and to have a good time. Yeah. It's a free space, free haven. We have no rules here because a lot of people who come here, they can't keep up with the rules, and then we have to make up all kinds of punishments or sanctions or whatever, and we have to have meetings about them, and we have to write them down and hang them on the wall. We don't have time for that. We don't have the energy for that. But to keep it in good spirit, we have like 2 traditions, and we ask all the artists who come here to comply with that traditions. And the first tradition is that you can be here whoever you want to be, except as long as you don't harm yourself, another, or this place. And the second tradition we have is that we invite all the artists who come here to leave the place more beautiful than they found it. And that can be done on several ways. You can be a shoulder to cry on, you can give someone a cup of coffee, you can clean the toilets, you can sing a song, you can be kind to someone else. Yeah. These are our 4 impact goals. Jezelf zijn, that's Dutch for being whoever you want to be. That's a bit about our first tradition. Echt toe doen, It's a bit like purpose, being meaningful. Most musea, they exist about the art who's hanging there. We exist about the people who come here. They give purpose to this place. They give meaning to this place. Without the artist, we can close our doors because we don't have any reason to exist. Meedoen, it's called participation. Everybody can do something. You can't do it all, but everybody can do something. And together we run this place. It's a consumer-run project. So the people who come here, they open the doors, they make coffee, they clean up the place, they guard the traditions, welcome new artists. They run this place. En erbij horen, that's being part of the community. Because 8 years ago we had this ambition to start this museum, this workspace, this community center, but something bigger started, and that's a big community of people with lived experience, but also professional artists, people from out of the neighborhood, entrepreneurs, people from local governments, all kind of people who want to be part of this, and they keep this place going. Everything is already done in the world, so the Living Museum, I just stole the concept out of America. In New York, in Creedmoor, in a big psychiatric hospital, there worked this guy, Janos Martin. He was a psychiatric, and there was this old kitchen wing standing empty, and he asked the director, "Can I have this kitchen wing?" And then the director was, and then I will open the doors, he said. And then the director asked, he said, then the miracles will happen. And it was like 1983. Nowadays we know the impact of art on mental healthness, and we know how art can help in people's recovery. But back then, especially in America, there were like a lot of people hospitalized, no treatment, red pajamas. So if they walked away, we can easily get them back. And this guy was talking about miracles and opening doors, and so the director was like, "I'm not sure who's more crazy, the people in the red pajamas or you, but do your thing. Let me see those miracles." So he opened up the doors and he invited people to come in and to make art. And back then, because they start to use the creative part of their brains, people start to find their talents back, and they start to dream, and they thought about the time before they get into the hospital, and maybe for the time when they leave the hospital, all because of art and the meetings they have inside there. Long story short, it became a very big exhibition of art, creativity, and recovery. And a lot of people from all the world came to that place to get inspired and to talk about the stories. And there was this one guy called Rokus Lopik. He's a big of a motivator here in Holland in the care. And he started his own living museum 10 years ago here in Holland. And he invited me to come to see his place. I fell in love with it, and I thought, why doesn't have every village, every town, his own living museum, a place where you can walk in and where you can be whoever you want to be, and to make art together and get inspired and share stories and to have a good time together. So I thought, if nobody else started it, I will do it myself. So that's why I'm standing here 8 years later in Tilburg in my own living museum. And except that's not true, it's not my living museum, it's our living museum, because it's a community consumer-run project.
And just like that, our journey through Tilburg comes to an end. We want to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone who welcomed us along the way, from Brownies and Downies to Weave, Raakveld, Prins Heerlijk, and the Living Museum. Your stories, your passion, and your commitment to inclusion have truly inspired us. But this isn't goodbye, just the end of this chapter. keep your eyes peeled for another PossAbilities docuseries coming soon. And in the meantime, head over to possibilities.org.uk to stay connected, stay inspired, and see what's coming next. With love from Tilburg.